Imam will be telling us more about waqf. Only get to just a summary of my Morocco experience. Some, I think 15 days ago, myself and the National Chief Imam and some of our members there, we traveled to Rabat in particular for global workout conference. So I'm just here to share the experience there. The program was held between on the 25th and on the 27th of November 2025, and the venue of the conference is called Darul Hadith Al-Sadiya. I'll be talking about that if the conference was organized in cooperation with multiple international partners, including institutions from Malaysia. Most of the people that supported the program, most institutions were from Malaysia. We have Malaysian Waqf Foundation, we have Malaysian academic and research institutions, and we even have an embassy of Malaysia in Morocco at the conference. So also International Council of Waqf Affairs, ICWK, were part of the conference. So the theme of the conference is the engineering of Waqf system, governance, innovation, and enhanced institutional resilience and adaptability. The aim was to rethink how Waqf should be managed in modern times, strengthening its institutional governance, improving transparency and accountability, adapting Waqf framework and to contemporary social and economic realities. So we have about 16 countries participated in the program, some from Asia, Africa, and Arabia was part of the other one contingent from Nigeria. After the opening speech, I don't want to go on that. We have so many DPC that talk about the opening. The main focus, the topic, and area of focus were five. One, the legal and institutional framework for Waqf, which means to explore way to modernize Waqf law, governance structure, accountability, transparency, and institutional resilience. So also, we discussed about the socio-economic and development goals of Waqf, that is how Waqf can support social welfare, education, public services, aviation, poverty alleviation, sustainable development, and especially in contemporary context. So also, we discuss on innovations and modernizations, that the use of modern tools the modern tools, then to incorporate some of this into the financial what we call softwares, so that it won't be the way it was before. So also we talk about the awareness about the Waqf, to educate the younger generation about Waqf, its heritage, potential, and restoring public trust in Waqf institutions. So that's basically what the conference was all about. But why there, it's not all about the conference alone. We actually undertook some story tours around. We landed in the Casablanca. From Casablanca, we moved to Rabat, where the institution that hosted the conference. And the name of the institution, once it is AL-HABIBIYYAH Institute. Though it was founded in 1964 by King Hassan II, but in 1995 it was integrated into the Al-Bawari University, which is the oldest university in the world. They are offering courses on Hadith, Fiqh, Aqidah, and some other Islamic sciences. So still in Rabat, we went to International Fair and Museum. This museum was a modern museum because why I said so is that let me use the word it is AI powered. Some of those things you will see in the museum look like real. There is a place you will enter that like this hall that it will take you to the ancient times as if you were in the time of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So it gives us real first-hand experience how it was there. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's any picture of Rasulullah or any of this is no. But how those houses were, how the market was that time before it comes to modern so after leaving Rabat, then we went to Fes, FEX. That is the where we have Al-Qarawi University. And this university um, was funded as a mosque and madrasa before by a woman called Fatima al-Fihi in 1859 CE. 859. 859, okay, 859 CE. And at the university, we were first hosted at the library. We were first hosted at the library, and I can tell you that they have old manuscript of how Quran, was first written before we are now started to modernize. And we observe our Zul and Nasri in the mosque in there. We were taken around, and one of the things that you will see there that even though it's a little bit, they are trying to modernize some of the facilities around there. They are still trying to preserve the old structure because I can tell you that when we want to observe our ablution, I was looking everywhere. I want to see where I can find the ablution room. But all I can see around was something that looked like water fountain around. Not until when they call for prayer and I see everybody go to that water fountain, everybody's cycle the whole thing, and that's where we all have our ablution. There was no tap there. I don't know whether there are taps in some other, but within the mosque facility, there was no tap. And after we were taken around, um, we were taken to, I don't know the name of it, maybe Imam can remember the name of the restaurant that we have our lunch. And I can say, having spent like 4 to 5 days in Morocco, that was the first day we can say confidently that we have a meal. We had a meal. And the meal is it, we have the normal thing, appetizer, main dish, and dessert. But I can tell you that we were fed and we were okay. And no single couple was charged. We were told it is waqf.
Allahu Akbar. Free food.
Free. And I don't know, I know we went with these Marco buses too. And we were not the only tourists that were in that university that day. As we were coming, some were leaving. As we were leaving, some were going inside. And I feel that I don't know. And I feel that immediately the tour guide finished from taking us around there, they will take them to where we will have their meal free of charge. So that was my experience in first. Then we went back to Rabat, then we moved again to Marrakesh. In Marrakesh, I couldn't really do much, but I know that we went to date markets, and I think Imam will dwell more on our experience there because I don't want to give more to us. Assalamu alaikum.